Welcome back to Accent Avenue. Today, we are going to do something incredibly exciting. We are going to master the rhythm, the flow, and the sounds of the general American accent using an amazing historical adventure story, the California Gold Rush of 1849. Before we start our adventure, let's unlock the 3 secret keys to sounding like a Native American speaker.
Key 1. The strong, rhotic R. Unlike British English, where the R at the end of words is often silent, Americans always pronounce their R's. Whether it is at the beginning, middle, or end of a word, you must pull your tongue back, curve it slightly, and let that R ring out clearly. Example, say the word river. Feel how your tongue pulls back? River. Key 2. The flap T. In American English, when a T or double T is sitting comfortably between 2 vowel sounds, it relaxes. It changes from a sharp, crisp T to a soft, quick D sound. Example, water becomes water. Better becomes better. Key 3. The wide, flat A. Ah. Americans love to drop their jaw and widen their mouth for the flat A sound. It is the bright vowel sound you hear in words like cat, fast, last, and chance. Keep these 3 rules in mind as we travel back in time to the year 1848 to a quiet river in California. Our story begins in Northern California at a peaceful place called Sutter's Mill. It was January 1848. A carpenter named James Marshall was working on building a sawmill, a wooden factory by the river used for cutting wood. As James walked along the shallow, cold water, something shiny caught his eye. Deep in the muddy riverbed, he saw a glittering yellow pebble. He reached down, picked it up, and felt its surprising weight. It was gold, pure, heavy gold. James tried to keep his discovery a secret. He told the owner of the land, John Sutter, but secrets have a habit of traveling fast. Soon, a local shopkeeper named Samuel Brannan walked through the streets of San Francisco. He held up a small glass bottle filled with glittering yellow dust. He screamed at the top of his lungs, "Gold! Gold! Gold from the American River!" His shout was like a lightning bolt. Within days, the town of San Francisco was nearly empty. Sailors abandoned their ships, teachers left their schools, and farmers walked away from their fields. Everyone wanted a chance to be rich. The Great Gold Rush had begun. By 1849, the news of gold had spread like a wildfire across the entire world. Over 80,000 people started traveling to California. These brave adventurers were called the 49ers, named after the year they began their journey. Getting to California was not easy. It was a dangerous, brutal path. Many people traveled across the vast, dry deserts of the American West in wooden wagons. Others traveled by ship, sailing all the way around the dangerous tip of South America. It took months of hard, exhausting travel. Many suffered from hunger, thirst, and disease. But the dream of a better life kept them moving forward. They believed that in America, any person, no matter how poor, could become wealthy through hard work. This was the ultimate test of determination. When the 49ers finally arrived in California, the landscape was completely transformed. Quiet forests had turned into chaotic, crowded boom towns that grew incredibly fast overnight. The most famous boomtown was San Francisco. In just a couple of years, its population grew from a tiny settlement of 1,000 people to a bustling city of over 25,000 residents. The life of a prospector, a person searching for gold, was incredibly difficult. Men spent 12 hours a day standing up to their knees in icy river water. They used metal pans to scoop up dirt and gravel, gently swirling the mixture so the heavy gold would sink to the bottom. This process was called panning for gold.
Some prospectors got lucky. They found giant gold nuggets and became rich in a single afternoon. But for the vast majority of the 49ers, the dream was shattered. They found nothing but dirt, mud, and broken promises. The real fortunes were made not by digging for gold, but by selling goods to the miners. Samuel Brannan, the man who first shouted about the gold in the streets, bought up all the shovels, pans, and boots in the region before announcing the discovery. He sold a metal pan that cost 20 cents for $15. He became California's very first millionaire without ever digging a single ounce of gold. The gold rush lasted for only a few short years, but its impact changed the world forever.
It created the infrastructure, the basic physical systems like roads, bridges, and railways that connected California to the rest of North America. Cities grew, banks were established, and in 1850, California officially became the 31st state of the United States. It also brought together people from every corner of the globe, from China, Europe, Mexico, and South America. This massive wave of immigration created the diverse, multicultural society that California is famous for today. The gold rush proved that a simple discovery, combined with boldness and hard work, can reshape history overnight. Now it is your turn to speak. Let's practice your general American accent using key phrases from our story.
To help you master your pronunciation, we are going to focus on our 3 keys: the rhotic R, the flap T, marked in italics, and the flat A. Listen closely to the rhythm, pay attention to the marked sounds, and repeat during the 3-second pause. He saw gold in the cold water. You must act fast to get a chance. It was a dangerous but better journey. The 49ers traveled to California. The river was filled with gravel and madness. He became a millionaire by selling sharp tools. They panned for gold until the last light of day. The boomtown grew incredibly fast. It shattered their dreams, but built a new state. Hard work can change your life forever. Amazing job! By practicing the strong American R, relaxing your T sounds into a soft D, and widening your jaw for those flat A vowels, you are transforming your spoken English to sound incredibly natural and fluid. Keep practicing, keep sharing your stories, and I will see you in our next pronunciation adventure here on Accent Avenue.